Hello friends, this is Sukhwant Singh. Today I'm going to share with you a beautiful poem written by Sir Walter Scott, Lochinvar. This poem was taught to me when I was somewhere in class 8 or 9 by our beloved principal and English teacher, Mr. unarm'd sir. And I still remember the way he had recited it. So I would like to share the poem with you. It's a poem in which Sir Walter Scott has written about how this man, Lochinvar, had come and taken away his beloved when she was almost going to get married to another man. So here it goes. Lochinvar by Sir Walter Scott. A young Lochinvar is coming out of the west. Through all the wide border, his steed was the best. Steed here stands for the horse. And save his good broadsword, he weapons had none. He rode all unarmed, and he rode all alone, so faithful in love, and so dauntless in war, there never was knight like the young Lochinvar. He stayed not for brake, and he stopped not for stone. He swam the Eske river where ford there was none. But ere he alighted at Netherby gate, the bride had consented, the gallant came late. For a laggard in love and a dastard in war was to wed the fair Ellen of brave Lochinvar. His beloved had given away her consent, and she was going to marry a man who the poet describes as someone who was not very good at love. He was neither good at love, he was laggard in love and dastard in war. He was neither brave soldier. So boldly he entered the Netherby Hall among bridesmen and kinsmen and brothers and all. Then spoke the bride's father, his hand on his sword. For the poor craven bridegroom said never a word. Oh, come he in peace here, or come he in war, or to dance at a bridal, young Lord Lochinvar? The father of the bride was little worried to see him there, and he asked him whether he had come in peace, or he had come in war, or he had just come to have a little dance and go away. In reply to the bride's father's question, Lochinvar replied by saying, I long wooed your daughter, my suit you denied. Love swells like a solway, but ebbs like its tide. And now I am come with this lost love of mine to lead but one measure, drink one cup of wine. There are maidens in Scotland more lovely by far that would gladly be bride to the young Lochinvar. He said, don't worry, I've just come to have a sip of drink, and back at my home there are far more lovelier girls who are more than willing to marry me. The bride kissed the goblet, the knight took it up. He quaffed of the wine and he threw down the cup. She looked down to blush, and she looked up to sigh, with a smile on her lips and a tear in her eye. He took her soft hand, her mother could bar. Not tread we a measure, said young Lochinvar. So stately in form, and so lovely her face, that never a hall such a gallant did grace. While her mother did fret and her father did fume, and the bridegroom stood dangling his bonnet and plume. The bridegroom was not able to do much but just to watch both Lochinvar and his bride dancing together. And the bride maidens whispered, it were better by far to have matched our fair cousin with young Lochinvar. One touch to her hand and one word in her ear, when they reached the hall door and the charger stood near. The charger here stands for the horse. So light to the croup the fair lady he swung, so light to the saddle before her he sprung. She is won, we are gone over bank, bush and scar. They will have fleet steeds that follow, quoth young Lochinvar. There was mounting among Grammes of Netherby clan, Fosters, Fenwicks, and Musgraves. These are all the titles of various men who were there in that hall. They rode and they ran. There was racing and chasing on Canopy Lee, but the lost bride of Netherby never did they see. So daring in love and so dauntless in war, have you ever heard of gallant like young Lochinvar? A beautiful poem where love ultimately wins through the gallantry of Lochinvar. I hope you liked it, and I hope you have subscribed to the channel. In case you haven't, please do so and share it with your friends. Thank you so much.